Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we are going to tackle the reward container prefab, the golden reward container, and the level container. These three are kind of linked together because they are spawned at the same time, as we've seen right here. Okay, so let's open the reward container first. So let's double click it. Here we go. So this boy has a bunch of elements that are really simple. First off, keep in mind that the width here is going to be the actual width used in the container, so in the Battle Pass canvas, because I want to be able to set this up properly. And I've configured the horizontal layout group as we've seen previously. So let's just select it right away. Here we go. This one does not control the child size width, okay? Only the height. Perfect. So let's open it again. Here we go. Inside of here, we've got different elements. So the container, the one colored in blue using the square 50 as usual. Come on, you know it now. With a mask too. We've got the outline right here. Really cool. We've got a vertical layout for the reward image and the reward text. Again, with a bit of padding, a vertical layout group. We control the width and the height. Nice. And a bit of spacing. The image is really simple. What you need to take into account is the preserve aspect checkbox so that we don't mess with the image aspect. That's really weird. What the heck? Okay. Anyway, and we also have a layout element to better manage our layout. Same thing for the text here. We've got a layout element. We also have the claim button. Again, we are not going to assign the callback right here, but we are rather going to use the script for that. And finally, we get the check icon. That's going to be displayed whenever the reward has been claimed. Okay, really simple. What I'm going to do is also explain the golden reward container. What we can do is open it. Nice. And as you can see, it's not a prefab. It's not an actual original prefab. The icon here represents a prefab variant. You can actually right-click on the reward container, create a prefab variant. You can use this in case you want to slightly change your prefab, but still keep the original behavior. As you can see right here, our golden reward container also has the reward container. It has almost the same layout. We've only changed the container color and the lock icon that has been added here. But the reward container, the normal one, doesn't have the lock icon, okay? And we are also going to set it as golden right here. It's going to come in handy later on. Really quickly, we can select the level container, but it's really simple. It's just an image and the level container script with a text. Really simple, nothing to brag about. So we can open the level container script, have a look at it. We just have a configure method that changes the text of our TextMesh Pro UGUI, and that's it. So let's close it. Nice. So in our Battle Pass system script, when initializing the day, we instantiate the prefabs as we've seen, and we then configure them. So let's have a look at this configure method. We are now inside of the reward container script, okay? So at first, we've got some things to display or to hide. If our reward is unlocked and not claimed, we want to unlock it and set the check icon active state to false, okay? So we want to hide the check icon and unlock the reward. What does unlocking mean? Here is the unlock method. We basically just want to show the claim button, and if this is a golden reward, we want to hide the lock icon. It's not locked anymore. It means that we've purchased the golden ticket or the battle pass or whatever. So let's, boom, collapse this method. Nice. If the reward is unlocked and is claimed, we can set it as claimed. And the set as claimed method is quite similar to the unlock method. We hide the claim button. We can't claim it anymore. We enable the check icon. And if this is a golden reward, we also disable the lock icon by precaution because it might be claimed whenever we start the game after loading the data, right? And this is something we need to take into account. So let's now collapse this one too. Really cool. Okay, let's go on. And if we are not in any of these two cases, it means that we haven't unlocked the reward. So we need to hide the claim button, hide the check icon, and display the lock icon if this is a golden reward. Got it? Really cool. So then we simply store the system, we store the reward. So if this is a golden reward, we grab the golden compound reward from the day structure. Otherwise, this is a normal reward, so we store the compound reward, okay, just to keep track of our reward whenever we claim it. And right after that, we grab the reward text to be displayed right here, the amount text actually. So we can really quickly have a look at the get reward method. If this is a golden reward, we get the golden compound reward text. Otherwise, we grab the normal reward text. And we've already seen how this goes right here. Remember? Nice. So let's close the season. We can collapse this boy. Really cool. Just quick thing here. Whenever you've got a question, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'm going to try and answer ASAP. Okay. So we've reached this point right here. Cool. So now let's have a look at the reward type. Why do we need the reward type? Well, because we definitely need to change the sprite that is displayed in our reward container. So we first grab the reward type, depending on if it's a golden reward or not. And then we grab the sprite from the system. So let's have a look at this method right here. It's simply going to look through the sprite data and get the sprite using the reward type. What is this sprite data here? This is inside of the sprite correspondence script or scriptable object. Inside of here, we are going to have a list of data. So this is a sprite data. The sprite data structure has a reward type and a sprite, okay? So depending on the reward type that we've provided, it's simply going to return a sprite. Really simple. I can actually show you how it looks like. So you open the data folder, sprite data right here. So you can add any entry that we want. So let's say we want to add a new entry for speed reward type. You can select a sprite. Let's say this one, for instance, and you're now set up. Really cool. And what's good about that is that we've got a warning if no sprite has been found for that specific reward type. Okay, cool. I hope this is clear. It's again really simple. I think that you got it. So let's remove this script. Awesome. Where did we left it? I think that we need to open the reward container now. Okay, so now that we've got the sprite to be displayed, we add a callback to the claim button. We remove all listeners. This is just a precaution, just in case we've added some listeners for testing purposes or anything else, and attach or assign the claim method whenever we click on the button. Our claim method looks like this. So we call the system and call the claim reward method. Right after that, we set this reward as claimed. We've already tackled this method here. We simply hide and show stuff. So let's have a look at the claim reward method. And by the way, we can actually collapse this one because we've tackled it. Nice. So let's open the claim reward method. Let's expand it right here. Really cool. And you know what? Instead of showing you what this does, I'm just going to collapse this one because we've tackled it. And it means that we are now set up for the reward container. We've covered all of its methods. So let's close it. And next time, so in the next lesson, we are going to jump back to our initialize day method and have a look at these booleans because we haven't covered them yet. See you in the next one.